We have just had the biggest Pokemon Celebrations leak today. I'm talking loads of brand new cards we've never seen before and loads of remake cards, some fan favourites I'm sure all of you guys will love and are super nostalgic for. Yo, what is going on guys? Alien is here, back in the video, and as I said, as you saw, the title of thumbnail of this video, in today's video we're going over the biggest Pokemon Celebrations leak we've ever had, and if this is true, I don't think it can ever be topped. As I just said, we've got some crazy cards, loads of brand spanking new cards, and load of remakes of fan favourite cards. I need to tell you guys all about it, so without further ado, let's get right into it, baby. So, as hyped as I am, and as hyped I'm sure all you guys at home are, I quickly want to cover where this leak came from and its legitimacy. So quickly, I just want to say, with any leak, this isn't confirmed. What we are talking about could be real. I'm going to talk about what I think at the end, and it could also be fake, so take whatever I say with a grain of salt, alright? So it did come from Instagram, and the account that I saw, I do believe this was the first account to post it, was none other than Pokemon TCG Saver, I do believe. So that is very interesting. Make sure to check them out if you want. That's what I found, and that's what I saw at first. Anyway, is it real? We don't know until the set comes out in October. Who is excited? We have a crazy few months, man. Let me tell you, Evolving Skies right around the corner, and just after Evolving Skies, less than a month or half away, we have this crazy set Celebrations featuring some epic cards. And let me tell you, if half of the cards that we're talking about in today's video are real, this is going to be the best set ever. Surely this set, I think, is going to set the stage for all anniversary sets going forward. Pokemon probably already know what they're going to do for their 30th anniversary, and they probably have to top it. It's going to be very hard, but realistically, when Evolutions came out, did we think they could top it with something like this? This was not in my head. When I was speculating what we're going to see for the 25th anniversary, I was thinking maybe, a Neo Genesis reprint per se in the styles of Evolutions. Nope, they come with Celebrations, a 25 classic remaster, paying homage to the best cards from the past 25 years. No one expected this, let me tell you. People saying an Evolution style in the Fossil remake, Jungle remake and Evolution style. I was thinking Neo Genesis, because that is counted as the Gen 2 set. Pokemon's like, no, we're going to blow all of that out of the water. I'm going to give you this. So that's just that. I'm just so excited for us. Let's get in the cards, because that is why you are here. So the brand new cards I'm going to go over, we've never seen this artwork before, I do believe. We have a Palkia card, we have a Yveltal card, a Lugia card. Will we see a remake of the Neo Genesis Lugia? Who knows? I know I'd love to see it, and I'm sure plenty of you guys would love to see it. Comment question today, actually, to get out of the way. If you could pick one card to be in that 25 card remake subset, what would it be and why? I'm trying to think. Mine would probably be the Espeon Gold Star. I love Espeon, my favourite Pokemon, and that card is just so fantastic. Its original form from the Pop Series 5 packs. Gonna be honest, too expensive for me to buy right now. It's very expensive, especially grading, especially in that PSA 10, but one day I'm sure I'll have it. So there's a Ho-Oh card, an Exernium card. We'll mention Xerneas a bit later, maybe it's getting a remake, who knows, bit of foreshadowing right there. Reshiram, Kyogre, Groundon to go with that Kyogre, and Dialga to go with that Palkia. Maybe there'll be a new card of Giratina or Arceus to complete that creation trio. We know they've got some games coming up. Arceus getting his own brand new game, and Dialga and Palkia getting remakes of their already existing games. The Arceus game coming out beginning of next year, and the Dialga and Palkia games coming out end of this year. Who's excited? If you guys want to see it on this channel, let me know, and I will find a way to record my Switch to show you guys. And which are you going to get any of them? If so, which one are you getting? Legends Arceus, Diamond or Pearl? Who knows? I'm very excited for that, let me tell you. And next we have the biggest part of the video. Quickly going to get those new cards out of the way, because yes, they're exciting, but realistically I do think the main point of Celebrations will be the remake subset. So I'm quickly going to get the elephant out of the room, or should I say the dragon out of the room. Well, I shouldn't call him a dragon really, because for whatever reason, when Pokemon made him, they didn't make him a dragon type, but they made Flapple a dragon type. They didn't make Charizard, the dragon Pokemon, I do believe, not a dragon type, but Flapple, which is an apple, is a dragon. I don't know the logic behind that, but that is right. We are getting a remake of a Charizard card. I don't think I need to say which one. It's a super nostalgic one. Is it Dark Charizard? No. Charizard EX? No. I'm sure we'd all be happy with that, but it's none other than creme de la creme, the holy grail of the hobby, the most nostalgic card for all those 90 kids, the most recognisable one. None other than we are getting a remake, it looks like, based off these leaks anyway, of none other than the big boy himself, Base Set Charizard. That is right. We all expected it realistically, but when it's just confirmed, it's just better, We all knew it would happen, but seeing it confirmed from this leak anyway, keep in mind, this guy may be a terrible person getting us all our hopes up. If so, how could you do that? What a devilish man. Honestly, no, I'm joking. Don't send any hate to this guy. Realistically, only love if this turns out to be real. Also, the quality of these pictures don't look to be the best. I'm going to assume someone sent him a video and then he was screenshotting from the video. I don't know how he got these images, but let me tell you, the quality isn't the best. You can check it out his Instagram if you want to see the images for yourselves. So yes, that is right, guys, a Base Set Charizard. One thing I quickly want to mention is the glitter hollow foil pattern to it. We see with several cards, whether that be the confirmed cards from Japan, some of the cards from this leak, the hollow foil Pokemon is going for is a brand new hollow foil, and this is a glittery, sparkly one. And let me tell you, it does look very nice. However, using the cards we've seen confirmed from Japan and the cards we have from this leak, the glitter pattern doesn't really match up. And what do I mean by this? Well, from these leaks, we see two different kinds of glitter patterns. We see one where the holographic of the card itself is just glitter, so that with the artwork on the card itself is glitter. And then we see another one, and this is the one that Japan confirmed for us, where the holographic is also glitter, but the borders are also glitter. So we have one where there's a bit of glitter to it, and there's one where there's loads of glitter. It looks like someone in the factory got the card, got a tub of glitter, put it in the pack, it's out. So it looks very interesting. I'm very excited for this. I can't wait to see how they actually manage it in the confirmed product. But this does interest me a bit, you know, why are we seeing two different kinds of glitter patterns? What I was thinking was, what if there's two different rarities to it? So what do I mean by this? So I was talking about how there was the one where the glitter is just on the hollow foil itself. Maybe that's the more common one out of the two. And there was the other one where the glitter is everywhere on the hollow foil, on the borders, etc, etc. And what if that's the more chase version of the cards? It'd be a bit like the reverse hollows, in the sense that every card is a second version. In normal sets, it's got its normal version and its reverse hollow, and in this set you could have the bit of glitter and the load of glitter. I think that would be pretty cool. It has that extra chase element, so you can have your Base Set Charizard where the hollow foil is just glitter, and that's okay. If you pull it to Charizard, it's still worth some money realistically, and you'll be happy. And then you'll have the creme de la creme of this set, the ultimate glitter, the one where it looks like a unicorn just barfed all over it. Probably the rarest card and most expensive card in the set, Charizard would be. So I do think that is very interesting, seeing two different kinds of glitter patterns. What do you guys think that means either? Does that, do you guys think that's a way to show that this leak is actually fake? That there's or how would you call it, an inconsistency with the colours? That's a possibility. You know, you would want it as consistent as possible if you want it to be real. I mean, realistically, if it was real, it'd mean it'd come from Pokemon, and Pokemon want their product to be as consistent as possible. So I do think that is very interesting. But moving on, as great as Base Set Charizard is, I need to tell you guys what other cards it's looking like from this leak we'll receive in the 25 card remake subset. Exernium EX, Exernium being an XY Pokemon, and the picture shows it's not EX as in the Gen 3 EXs that were around the time of the gold stars. It's looking like the XY and black and white era EXs. Pokemon kind of hurt themselves with that branding, I must admit, calling two different kinds of ultra rares the same name. The only difference being one's capitalized, one's not. But hey, it's happened now, we can't change that. Let's just move on, and let's move on what cards it looks like we are receiving. Shining Magikarp, that is pretty cool, that is very nice, I must admit. I thought they'd do Shining Gabardos just because of the fact that's actually in a game. If you play the Gen 2 games, you'll know, I mean, in the Lake of Red, you do have to fight and capture a Shining Gabardos. But hey, Shining Magikarp is cool, so a nice Pokemon. Magikarp is very popular at the end of the day, with its amazing splash attack. That attack is so strong in the main games, honestly. We also have a Donphan Prime. You guys will know I'm excited for this. I love Gen 2, Donphan being a Gen 2 Pokemon, plus I love my Prime card, so I'm going to have to buy this and put it in the binder because I just love my Prime, trying to get one of every Prime. If you guys have any that I don't have, hit me up on my Instagram and I'll be down to trade or buy. Luxray Level X, this was a very playable card. Its ability basically being a boss's order, the same ability we saw with Lycanroc GX and Umbreon VMAX coming in Evolving Skies. So realistically, that card is probably in here for its playability factor. Yes, Luxray is very popular, but I feel like when Pokemon deciding what card's going to go in this remake subset, look at two things: popularity and playability, because essentially that's what builds the best way to show the past 25 years. Yes, you know, you have your collectors who want the most popular Pokemon. There's a whole other side to the game. There's a whole other side to Pokemon. That is the game. That is the playing game. That's why we see a lot of cards like Tapu Layla Gx. As great as Tapu Layla is, guys, it's not the most popular Pokemon, right? I'm gonna say it, someone has to. Yes, it's fantastic. If it's fair Pokemon, I apologize, but I'm sure even you know that it's not the most popular Pokemon out there realistically. However, Tapu Layla GX is getting this is actually confirmed and it's in this leak. It's getting a remake within this set. So what does that mean? Pokemon realistically put it in this set to pay homage to the fact that it was so powerful. Basically, at the time it was legal in the standard format. Every deck used it. If you could get your hands on it, you'd probably have it in your deck. So that's essentially two of the things that I think Pokemon had in their thought process when making this set: popularity and playability. But moving on, we also have a random Claydol. Claydol isn't the most popular Pokemon I'm going to say, and this card I don't think was a chase card in the set when it came out, so realistically that Claydol is probably in there for its playability. Don't know too much about that Claydol, probably will research it in a bit, maybe put it on my Instagram why it's in here, who knows if this leak is legit. Anyway, so that is very interesting. Next up, Mega Rayquaza Ex. Man, I love the Mega EX. Is the fact that you have English cards with Japanese writing on, or in Japan the other way around, Japanese cards with English writing on, is so unique. I wish they carried that on, and that is so cool. Mega Rayquaza, I feel like it's in here for two reasons. One, Rayquaza is basically, as I call it anyway, the Gen 3 Charizard, you know, you have your Lugia, which people title as the Gen 2 Charizard, so I feel like if we're going down this path, comparing the most popular flying beasts from each gen, I'd say Rayquaza fills that gap of the Gen 3 Charizard in my opinion anyway. Two, at the time, I do remember seeing a lot of people playing Mega Rayquaza EX in deck, so I think it's also there, both its playability and popularity, and I think the next card is also in there for the same reason. We have a Mewtwo EX. Come on guys, I don't need to explain it. Mewtwo popular, and that card from the black and white era was playable at the end of the day, so I do think that fills that gap. Next up, Base Set Venusaur. We already have this confirmed by Japan. That's actually how we knew about the hollow foil, where the board is a hollow, not just the actual image of the character itself. So that's Japan posted the Japanese version, and this leak shows that it's come to English. We already did know that, but this shows an English picture anyway. The quality isn't the best, but it still is there. Next up, as I did just mention a couple minutes ago, Tapu Layla Gx. When it was originally announced Tapu Layla Gx was in this set, a lot of people were like, which one are they going to go for? The half art, the full art, the rainbow, the promo alt art? Well, if this leak is correct, it's looking like they're going from the half art from the set came out, which I believe was Guardians Rising. It was kind of a while ago now, I can't really remember. I do believe it was Guardians Rising. I think that was the Tapu set, and it's kind of in the name Guardians, and they are the Alola Guardians, so that would make sense. Comment down below if I'm incorrect, and correct me please. So next up we have a base set Blastoise, just filling in the holy trinity of Pokemon, the big three, the trifecta of base set. If you're going to have base set Venusaur and Charizard, you have to have the water turtle himself in there, and Blastoise is my favourite out of the Gen 1 starters, so I'm happy to see that. Rocket Zapdos, I really wasn't expecting this when I saw the leak. Yes, Rocket Zapdos is cool and all, but when I think of the biggest cards from the past 25 years, this, no offense, is just not there. Yes, it's a cool card, and I will actually be happy to receive it if it's in the set. This doesn't come to my mind immediately when I think of the biggest cards from the past 25 years, but hey, I'm happy for it to be there anyway. Next up, Birthday Pikachu Classic for those 90 kids going into the shop, proving it's your birthday, and they give you that card. That is such a unique way of getting out a card, and I wish they did something like that. Whether you have scalpers these days, so unfortunately they would probably ruin it, but cool concept Pokemon. I'll take my hat off to you. Next up, Team Magma's Groundon. I wouldn't be surprised if we then get a Team Aqua's Kyogres to fill that void. We already know Kyogre and Groundon both are getting new cards off this leak, as I did mention in the beginning of this video, but it does appear like Groundon is getting a remake card as well, so I think they'll do something with Kyogres to even it out a bit. That would make sense. This one I found very cool. We have the full art Reshiram from Black and White base set, I do believe. In case you guys don't know, it's a bit of a fun fact for Pokemon history of the day. The first ever full art actually came around in Black and White base set, and the first two full arts were your Reshiram full art and your Zekrom full art, so I wouldn't be surprised if we see Pokemon include, yes, this Reshiram full art because it was the first ever full art, but as well as the Zekrom full art, because as this did just mention with Groundon and Kyogre, they are the counterparts to each other, the brother and sister, brother from another mother. It makes sense to have one and not the other. I mentioned that with Kyogre and Groundon and the big base set Gen 1, not Gen 3 trio, so that does make sense. Rocket Admin Hollow Trainer. It's a Hollow Trainer. This would probably, based off my prediction, be one of the cheaper cards in the set, because realistically when you open the set you probably don't want a holographic trainer, you'd probably want that Base Set Charizard if I'm being honest with you. Next up, Dark Gabardos, pretty cool card, the pre-release version, that is cool, and the original. Here comes Team Rocket Hollow. Realistically this probably also be on the cheap side, but this one actually features popular characters Jesse and James, rather than Team Rocket's Admin not featuring as much of a noticeable character. Jesse, James and Meowth in basically every episode of the anime. You know them if you're in Pokemon. Even if you're not in Pokemon, you've probably seen them somewhere just being mischievous, so you probably do know they're a bit more recognisable. And yes, even though it got a remake in Evolutions, if I pulled this from a Celebrations pack, I'd be alright with it. And the next up, I couldn't really tell from it. I saw it was an electric type based off the colour. I'm assuming, keep in mind, this is based off my assumption, the camera quality, especially for this card, wasn't very good. I'm assuming this is Zeraora. I couldn't make it out. I could see it was an electric type. I was trying to read its name. I was squinting really bad, but I couldn't see what it is. So it may be or may not be Zeraora. If it was Zeraora, Can't really think what is there other card they'd remake. Yeah, maybe the one from Lost Thunder. This one was not an ultra rare. It was the one with the little box. It wasn't ultra rare or anything. Maybe this isn't intent to be in the 25th remake subset. Maybe this card was intended to be in the brand new cards. That'd make a bit more sense because a lot of the brand new cards are actually legendaries. And with Zeraora being a mythical, it kind of falls under that boat of a legendary, if you do know what I mean. So I do think this leak is very interesting and very huge. If this is confirmed, if this leak is actually correct, if we were to combine this with the confirmed cards such as your reimagined base set Pikachu and the cards from this leak, we basically got like a lot of these celebrations set. This set isn't going to be huge. It's not a main set, it's a holiday set, and it's one of the smaller ones. I'd say it's going to be a bit bigger than Detective Pikachu. The packs of 4 cards a pack rather than usual 10. This set is going to be very small, and if this leak is correct, combining it with the stuff we've already got confirmed, we basically have a good portion of the sets there for us. So I do think this is very interesting. I'm curious how this leak got about. I don't really know any of it. I don't endorse like going to Pokemon's factory and taking the cards early before they're meant to. That is illegal essentially, unless they give you a way to do it, but I don't think Pokemon would, especially this early in advance. And with all the chaos going across in the world, let alone in Pokemon, I think that'd be the last of Pokemon's priorities. Pokemon have to prioritize so many things, keeping their workers safe, and when you take out the global pandemic, they still have to prioritize them getting the products out, the quality control. Pokemon have slipped up here and there, accidentally putting cards in early packs, etc, etc. That's probably Pokemon's priority, so giving cards out early is probably their last thing they do. And let me tell you, Pokemon, the busy stuff they're doing right now, they don't have a minute to wait. It's honestly, I bet it's really hectic over there with the boom and everything. I feel kind of bad for them, not gonna lie, but I'm sure when they see these smiles, when fans receive this card, it'll all be worth it. That's why they do it at the end of the day. They do it for us at the end of the day because they know we love it, and we do love it. Pokemon are so great. I feel like we forget that sometimes because, with all the stuff going on, like, I can't get a Shining Fates ETB day one, it gets stressful. But Pokemon are also stressed. Pokemon want the best for us at the end of the day, and I feel like sometimes we do forget that. So that's something I always try to do. Yes, in the heat of the moment you can be annoyed because you can't get the product you pre-ordered months in advance, but just take a step back, take a breather, man. You just gotta think, we're all in a bad time right now. It's not really a good place, I'm gonna be honest, in the world right now. Just take a step back, take a breather. It's hard on everyone, so be a bit fair. And that's just my 2 cents about it. I think we should be a bit kinder on everyone, not just Pokemon. That's what I think. I think that's a good note to leave the video. Make sure to answer comment questions today. I'm Daily ESP. You guys have been the best. The best is on YouTube. I'll see you next time. Peace.